Director of the Office of the Patent Office of the Republic of Latvia, Mr. Lagavnovski, distinguished Latvian and international guests, participants, and fellow speakers. On behalf of the President of the European Patent Office, Mr. Benoit Battistelli, I would like to express our gratitude to the Latvian Patent Office for having invited the European Patent Office to witness and to intervene at the seminar Intellectual Property Rights, Protection and Enforcement. The program of this event today raises quite some expectations on two main subjects. On the one hand, we will be presented with topics related to trademark and design protection, as well as the new form of patent protection which will be introduced with the entry into force of the unitary patent system, probably soon, as it has been mentioned by the previous speakers. But on the other hand, the seminar will also underline another aspects of intellectual property protection. In fact, we will give room for recognition to inventors and to brand owners who have successfully made use of intellectual property in their own business, and for having, in fact, witnesses that there is indeed an added value in using intellectual property protection in the development of their own companies. So, with this kind of recognitions, basically we take up in practice what the representative of the EU Intellectual Property Office, Mr. Negrão, has underlined, that indeed intellectual property had some value to the work that is done, some value to the name brand, some value to the patent protection, to the protection of goods. In fact, in this respect, the study that has been mentioned by Mr. Negrão offers positive data, but also some teaching, some important teaching. We see that in Europe there is a spread in the use of intellectual property, a spread between countries in the employment figures that are created and supported through intellectual property, and therefore also give a tool, an instrument for us to be able to intervene in supporting further the use of intellectual property, either in certain technology sector or in certain regions of Europe. So, the positive sign is indeed that the study indicated that European industries make indeed a very high level use of intellectual property rights, and that this brings a contribution to the European economy, but also to the economy of the different countries, and in the end, to the economy of the companies that make use of intellectual property right. Therefore, the celebration of the achievements of the companies that in Latvia have been using IP in the past in a successful way are also, in fact, an encouragement to other business that is given in the very topical moment, the World Intellectual Property Day. This kind of support, the support that is given to companies, is indeed a key focus of the Latvian Patent Office, a focus that has been pursued constantly since the very first moment when the Latvian Patent Office has started working with the EPO 23 years ago, and that we have implemented in many different events, which is in fact also taken up today and represented today by this special moment. So I wish to everybody a very successful participation and an interesting proceedings. Thank you very much.